Hello and welcome back to Human Sense Society. This video focuses on the topic, The Six Thinking Hats by Edward De Bono. This is a possible activity for the subject, community engagement, solidarity, and citizenship. The Six Thinking Hats was developed by Edward De Bono in 1985. This is a critical and creative thinking training course that helps individuals and organizations throughout the world to become more effective thinkers. Its philosophy is that community members or teams have the skills and techniques that they need to make the best decision in a fast, smart, and efficient manner. It holds that the difference between brilliant and mediocre teams is not so much in their collective and mental capacity, but on how they can tap into their collective wisdom and how they function together. The first hat is called the white hat. The white hat calls for information known or needed. It focuses on available data, like facts and figures, while remaining neutral. Participants are encouraged to review existing information, search for gaps in knowledge, analyze past trends, and extrapolate key learning from historical data. They will answer questions like, what information do we have? What information do we need? What information is missing? What questions do we need to ask? How are we going to get the information we need? Is it fact or belief? The second hat is the red hat. Red hat signifies feelings, hunches, and intuition. It encourages participants to think about how other people will react emotionally and try to understand the responses of people who do not fully know your reasoning. Participants do not need to explain or justify individual expressions of feelings. While wearing the red hat, participants are expected to answer the following questions. How do we react to this? What is your intuition or opinion about this? What are your gut feelings, hunches, insights, likes or dislikes about this action? What emotions are involved here, like fear, anger, hatred, suspicion, jealousy, or love? The third hat is the black hat. Black hat is judgment or the devil's advocate. Why something may not work. This is the basis of logical and critical thinking, offering careful, cautious, and defensive insights. The black hat tries to see what is wrong, why it might not work, what are the dangers, problems, and obstacles, what the deficiencies are in the thinking process. It allows us to eliminate the negatives, alter the plans, or prepare contingency plans to counter any problems. Black hat aims to answer, what will happen if we take this action? What can go wrong if we proceed with this idea? What are the weaknesses that we need to overcome? How will people respond? The fourth hat is the yellow hat. Yellow hat symbolizes brightness and optimism. It represents a deliberate search for the positive viewpoint through exploration and speculation, defining the benefits of the decision and the value in it. This thinking is constructively blending curiosity, pleasure, greed, and desire to make things happen. The objective is to enhance the proposal by generating alternative ideas. While wearing the yellow hat, you answer questions like, what is the merit of the approach? What benefits do you see in this idea? What could be done to make this work better? What is your vision for how this could work? The fifth hat is the green hat. Green hat focuses on creativity, the possibilities, alternatives, and new ideas. This is where you generate new, innovative ideas and develop creative solutions to an issue. It is a freewheeling way of thinking in which there is little criticism of ideas, and movement is made using provocation to move forward with an idea, or from an idea seeking alternative solutions. The main goal is to think outside the box. While wearing the green hat, you're expected to answer questions like, what are some fresh ideas or approaches? How can we adapt an unusable idea so we can use it? Does it always have to be done this way? This is the time for any wild or crazy ideas. The sixth hat is the blue hat. Blue hat is used to manage the thinking process. This is the hat worn by people chairing or facilitating the session. This may be used at the beginning of the session to set the agenda or the sequences for using the hats, and at the end of the session when the group is seeking summary and next steps. Blue hat focuses on questioning and provides the structure for the use of other hats. The wearer of the blue hat has 3 sets of questions to answer. The first set involves defining the process. What is the problem? Is this the only problem? What is the underlying problem? Why do we need to solve this problem? And where do we start? The second set of questions involves the management of the process. Are you wearing the X hat? Put on the X hat, and you are not wearing the X hat. Only the person wearing the X hat is allowed to talk. The third set of questions involves the assessment of the process. Are we getting anywhere? What outcomes should we regard as successful? And what have we achieved so far? When using the 6 thinking hats, the main activity is to wear your hat. Each member must choose a hat to wear at the beginning. Discuss the problem identified by your class or your group. Make sure to think according to your hat. Take turns exchanging hats until all members have worn all 6 hats. The ideas discussed in this video are based on the content standards of the Department of Education. Thank you for watching and see you in the next lesson.